Welcome everyone. My name is Garam, and today's topic is about understanding the importance of meaningful connections. Let's get started. I've mentioned in previous episodes that I am a friend collector, but as I've gotten older, I am beginning to realize the importance of creating meaningful, deep connections with people. This way of living has created a total lack of support in my life and emotional isolation. Basically, I trusted and depended on no one, and no one was really that connected to me deeply. I had lots of interactions with people, but not from the parts of myself that needed it, such as my more vulnerable feelings of pain, worry, and shame. I had hid those parts of me away from everyone. I realized that I can be quick to talk about the highlights of my life, but I had to learn to talk about the vulnerable parts of my life. What it really came down to was to start being honest about my life. Denying this has created this yearning for comfort in all the wrong places. When we start to become honest about the vulnerable parts of our lives and gain the support from others, we begin to understand that people accept us for who we truly are and not the illusion of a performance based version of ourselves. By doing this, it takes the pressure off of us to feel this need to constantly perform in order to be accepted by others. Here are a couple Bible verses that speak to the importance of deep connections. Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 9 to 10 says, "Two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up." This verse reminds us of the value of having someone by our side in both good times and bad, a true friend who is there to support and lift us up. Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17 says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." Deep connections help us grow and become better versions of ourselves. Good friends challenge, encourage, and strengthen each other. These verses remind us that deep connections are built on love, sacrifice, loyalty, and encouragement, reflecting the kind of relationship God desires for us to have with one another. The thing about deep connections is that they take time. They don't happen overnight. They're built on trust, shared experiences, and the willingness to be vulnerable. But when you have them, they're invaluable. You've got someone who sees you for who you really are, and they still choose to walk beside you. So, my challenge for all of us today is this: let's invest in deep connections. Let's go beyond the surface. Let's be the kind of friend who loves at all times, who show up for each other in both the good and the bad. And in doing so, we reflect the love of Christ in a way that the world so desperately needs to see.